What's up, my boys? It's your mother loving Starboy. So today we're going to take a look around the GoG Storefront here and see what deals they have for us today. Alright, so on the front here they have a pre-order for the Sinking City 2. That actually looks, from what I've heard, that actually looks pretty interesting, but we'll have to. Like I said, I'm not into really pre-ordering digital games, so we'll wait to hear a little bit more about it before we hop into something like that. Go down here. Let's see, where was it? All right here. So they got their featured deals page down here a little bit. So we'll take a look around here and see what deals they got for us. And they do have, like, just so you know, they do have a not safe for work promo here. So just be warned if you're you're at like a work computer or anything like that. Just be warned. There is a tab for NSFW tab up and running. So. Let's see. Gold map for $10. That's not too big of a deal right there. I mean, if you get that down to maybe like $7 or something like that. Maybe they would be talking. The Lost Crayon down to $4. Let's see. Soundtrack. Yeah, see, that's what I've noticed with them. They do a lot of soundtrack discounts too. That's what I'm starting to notice here. Another simulator game here. Storage Hunter Simulator. So I'm wondering with this game right here. I know it's not on sale, but I wonder if this is different than the Beat Simulator game that came out a couple years ago, or is this a brand new title? Somebody let me know if you know if that's an addition or if it's a new game. They do have the art book here. That's DLC. This man. So let's see. Is that it? Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Dungeons and Dragons, they got that down to under $20 there. Let's see, Front Mission 2, they got it down to $12. The first front mission down to $8.75. Now that's pretty good. That's a pretty decent deal there. Oh, let's go back. So add that to. Alright, there we go. Add that to the wish list there. Alright, let's see. Alright, and just like before, we're not going to go through all the pages here. We're just going to go through the first couple of pages here, see what they got. And all the Hitman series, I mean, they got all those now. Well, not all of them, but like a good amount of them. They got them down to pretty cheap. They got the 4 through 6 versions of Tomb Raider down to $8.99 here. That's a pretty decent discount. Now you guys know I'm doing a playthrough of 1 through 3 right now. Well, I'm playing through the first one right now, so I got a gameplay that's coming out this Friday. The first game in the series here, so I'll continue doing a playthrough of that. And as far as this Tomb Raider is concerned, they have a physical version for the Switch 2 up on their storefront. They got a regular edition and I think and a collector's edition as well. So if you want a physical version for the Switch 2, check out the Limited Run store. I did highlight this in the Epic Game Store video that went up earlier today. So yeah, go check it. Go check it out if you want the Switch 2, a physical version of the Switch 2. And it's looking like, let's see, the Definitive Survivor. Let's see, my trilogy. So let's take a look here. Are you getting all three? Are you getting all three of those for? Oh really? For $10? You're getting all three of those? Wow, that's a pretty decent price. Yeah, it looks like you're getting all three of those for $10. Yeah, that's a pretty decent price. The Definitive Survivor series trilogy there. Okay, that's a pretty decent price. And then they got the 1 through 6 here. You can get all 6 of them for $17 there for the original series there. Carry On, horror survivor game. They got that for under $4 there. That's a pretty decent price there. Leisure Suit Larry down to under $2. Now remember, with the Leisure Suit Larry, they had Steam had they had a whole bunch of a whole pack of them for like $10. You got like a whole bunch of games. So you get you just get this one for $1.75. But if you're wanting to, I don't know if it's still up. That was a while back ago when I saw that. But you get a whole bunch of. You got like a whole pack of them for like $10. The Leisure Suit Larry games. You got Postal 2 here for $1. And now I remember a while back ago. I want to say it was through Limited Run, or what was it? It might not have been Limited Run. Somewhere, one of the I forget what storefront it was, but they ended up getting the Blu-ray about the history of this game as well, and that was a pretty interesting behind the scenes of how about the controversy about Postal back in the day. So if you hadn't checked that out, or you didn't know that Blu-ray was out, yeah, try to find a copy of that, and it's really interesting take there. The Prey, the Digital Deluxe for $7.99. It's pretty decent discount there, 80% off. Postal 2 for under $1 there. Alien Isolation Collection, $15. Blasphemous 2 for $12. Now, if you can find the physical versions on the Switch of this game, I know they just re-released a physical copy of that. I think through it was either a VGP or a Limited Run, but they did a re-release of that, and I know for a while it was getting kind of expensive. It was getting kind of expensive to get for a while. what else we got? Beat Cop for $1.49. I think I highlighted that last week on here as well. Layers of Fear, $1.99. I've seen multiple discounts on the Outlast series, but it's a good survival horror game if you're wanting to. I mean, it's kind of the gameplay to me is a little bit janky. I'm not really into horror games, but yeah, if you're wanting a copy of that, that's a pretty decent discount there. Return to Monkey Island. Now I know there's kind of like a long-standing history with this game. If you can get it physically, I know those tend to do pretty well as far as the physical versions go. But $7.49, that's not too bad a price for that. Roki down to $2. That's a pretty decent indie title. That's one I would definitely suggest getting into. Fan service games here. Ooh. Cat Quest, the Fantastic Trilogy, down to $15 or $16. Now that's a fun. Now this series, it's a fun little series. It's a fun little indie title. They kind of like really cartoony, but it's a fun. It's a pretty decent little indie title there. So I'm still playing through one, but it's I'll hop into it for a small gaming session here and there. But it's a fun little title. That's a series that I could definitely suggest for just a hop in, quick play. Pixel 3 there for $1.90 for $2. Poster 4, No Regrets, down to $2. Streets of Rogue. Good. So another Streets of Rage clone. Another Streets of Rage clone here. That's down to $5. So you want to get into another beat 'em up there. There you go. Another $5 clone there. Hob down to $4. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was like forever ago. That was a really fun indie title there, and if I'm not mistaken, they it was such an easy title. I think it was just it was so limited that I think you had to enter to win or something like that. But they did have a themed Nintendo Switch console after this, but I forget the history behind it. But yeah, there was a one-off themed title after this. It was like in the corners of the internet somewhere. I didn't find out about it till like after the fact, but at any rate, that was a really fun indie title there. They did really good with this game here. Always Awakening down to or under $2. KO the Kangaroo down to $2.50. Let's see. Alright, let's keep going here. A couple more pages. And then we'll call it a day here. Oh, let's see. No, that's just DLC. Okay. Now I know Play Asia just came out with the physical version of this game right here, the Merry Bunny Garden, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, another entry to the game is they're gonna be releasing another entry to the game within the year here for the the Bunny Garden series. Oh, here we go. Neva. This is a pretty decent evening title too. It was very well rated. So if you get a chance to play it here, they got it for 50% off there. The regular version, and they got the complete edition there. And they got the Cat Quest 3 by itself right there. Go to page 10 and then we'll call it a day. There's a couple indie titles here for under $3. Super Cat Boy, and then looks like almost like a Meat Boy clone right there. Alright, so that is going to do it for today, and we will see you guys next week. We'll come back in next week, do another roundabout through the first couple of pages there, and look to see what deals they have. And like I said, we usually, like with a lot of these pages, a lot of these storefronts, we'll just come in and do the first like couple of pages, because like it doesn't make any type of sense to go through the whole gambit there. So yeah, we'll just, like I said, we'll just go, come in, go through the first 10 or so pages and see what deals they got for us. But at any rate, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and if you see anything you like, hop on it, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Starboy out.